apparently there was an incident in the cafe kitchen, that is. All hot food is no longer available, and they only have one coffee machine in operation. And then on top of all of that, some poor lady fainted just outside the entrance. So, drama here at Marks and Spencer's today. Slightly anemic looking sausage. Right. Right, this. Welcome to Tala Bites with me, Tala. Today, I'm in the beautiful city of Bath. I'm in the city centre. I'm sitting in Queen Square actually at the moment. The sun's shining. It's the end of October. Absolutely gorgeous weather. And I'm looking for a tasty bite to eat. I'm hoping to find something seasonal. So I'm going to head to Marks and Spencer's, where I understand they have a cafe on the top floor. I'm hoping I might be able to find a seasonal drink, a seasonal sandwich perhaps, a sweet treat, perhaps a biscuit, perhaps a cupcake or something fancy. I'm ever hopeful to find a tasty bite to eat of a seasonal theme and see what we think of it. And give it a little vote. Is it a yay, a nay or a maybe? And would I want to have it again? So let's go and see what we can find. Marks and Spencer's in Bath. Come on then.
I don't know about
Aha, here we are. I finally found it. There's the Marks and Spencer's Café. Our famous expertly roasted house blend, roast and ritual. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try this. It's promising me something delicious. And I am ready for a coffee. Let's go in. Finally, I've managed to order. So I'll just begin with, apparently there was an incident in the cafe kitchen, that is. So all hot food is no longer available. You could only have a sandwich or a wrap, and they could heat that up for you. And they only have one coffee machine in operation. And then on top of all of that, some poor lady fainted just outside the entrance. So, drama here at Marks and Spencer's today. So I decided to choose the all-day breakfast wrap. It doesn't seem very adventurous, I have to say, but it seemed the best of the pick of the three choices. There was a mozzarella and tomato, there was a roasted vegetable, and this. So not a lot of choice there today. And the cost was, find it, £6.95. So £6.95 for this. I just want to say the tables haven't been cleared and there's a lot of empty tables. So we've got somebody else's food on the table, leftovers. I've got a dirty tray with some crusty bits of food on. And the lady in front of me, she practically threw down a teaspoon because she said, that's too dirty, I'm not using that. So yes, some drama here in Marks and Spencer's. But I've got my £6.95 all-day breakfast wrap, and the only thing I found seasonal was this Spiced Turmeric Latte, which is a nice golden colour turmeric on the top. So we'll try that in a moment. I've also got some water, just in case it's really horrible. There was one other thing that was seasonal, Christmas seasonal in October. There was a biscuit that had a robin on. It's a biscuit with a robin on, so I didn't bother with that. Right, so let's try the wrap. I think we're supposed to eat it with a knife and fork because they've provided me with a knife and fork. I will say, first thing I notice, we've got sausages falling out of it, so we've got lots of sausages. There's egg here, and I can see some bacon here. Some tomato sauce, and I was given an extra little sachet of tomato sauce. Should I want it? Well, let's see. It smells nice. It smells like a breakfast. Cut one of these in half. It's like the anemic looking sausage. Actually, that's not bad. I think that might be a Lincolnshire sausage. It's a little peppery. That's quite nice. I don't know if you can see here. I'm going to cut into it. Oh, there's baked beans in it. So the tomato sauce was from the baked beans. So we have beans in it too. A little baked bean. Some bacon, looks like streaky bacon. Oh, there's quite a fatty bit there, I'll get rid of that. And a bit of the toasted wrap. Not bad toasted bacon. It's better than I anticipated it was going to be. Let's try a bit of the egg. It's a bit like omelette. Fluffy omelette. Actually, you know, it's not too bad. You can see in here. It's quite saucy. Got sauce from the beans. And a good tomato taste. Get in here with another bit. See if I can have a bite that has a little bit of all of it. So it looks like we've got... I'm going to open it up so I can see. So, beans. Bean juice or tomato sauce. And bacon. Egg. In the wrap. With the beans. Good mouthful. Let's give this a go. Slightly bigger napkins than I'm used to. It's not bad. I'd say it's kind of average. It's not awful. It's not the best. The sausages aren't too bad, actually. They're probably the nicest part of it. It's not the avocado and egg on toast with crispy bacon that I was going to get, that looked magnificent in the picture. But that's not too bad. It's quite nice. Right. Right, this. Spiced Turmeric Latte. Never had that before. This is the only seasonal drink that's available. I'll give it a little stir. It's a very golden yellow. Little flaky bits of brown turmeric. I actually asked for it, could you do it hot, please? And the reason I took that was because I noticed that there were quite a lot of people in front of me keep saying, I'll have my latte hot. So I took it that perhaps they don't usually do it very hot. So I'll go with what the locals say and I'll ask for it to be hot as well. You can smell the turmeric. That's different. I'm going to say that does not taste like coffee, one little bit. I don't believe there's any coffee in that. That is warm milk and turmeric. There is no coffee flavour at all. But maybe a spiced turmeric latte isn't meant to be coffee. It's a latte because it's milky. I'm going to ask them on the way out, maybe in case they forgot to put the coffee in. But it's not an unpleasant drink if it was a cold winter's day. It's not disgusting. I would say on a cold winter's day that would be very nice, and it's, certainly it would be acceptable. It's different. but I've still got my craving for coffee. I will just say, you're probably wondering, why have I come to a Marks and Spencer's cafe? The reason is because I found myself in Bath today. I thought, oh, it's such a big store, this Marks and Spencer's. I'd like to do a spot of shopping. So I thought, well, I'll have a bite to eat before I do my shopping. Wow, and this is what I got. A lot of drama, a lot of activity going on at the counter. And eventually, having got my toasted wrap and my spicy turmeric latte. It's not spicy, by the way, at all. It's certainly not spicy. It is turmeric and it is warm milk. What can I say? So, I'll see you outside and I finish eating and we'll see if it's going to be a yay, nay or maybe. See you later. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about their expertly roasted house blend. Maybe they can redeem themselves. Let's go back in and try the coffee. Come on. Well, here we are. So I'm going to see if they can redeem themselves with a coffee, and I've gone for the seasonal biscuit. So this is their signature blend. It's a latte. It costs £3.60. I think it was 135 calories. It looks nice. It's hot. I asked for hot, taking the locals trick, and it feels great. And I went for the biscuit, which actually I thought it was a robin. It's not. It's a Christmas pudding. It's wrapped, which is weird. We're in a cafe and it's all wrapped up. So first of all, I'm going to unwrap this. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, I should have checked for the calories. What the calories we're looking at per 100, it's about 210 calories. There we are. Nice little Christmas pudding. How's that? Little tiny feet, little smile. Right, which to try first? Let's go for the coffee. After all, I am dying for a coffee. It's a mild coffee smell. Wow, it's very weak. I don't know about it being hot, but it's certainly a little more than warm. It's very milky and very weak. There's not a lot of coffee flavour there. Actually, you can see it's quite weak. Maybe it should have had 2 shots. And again, what's this thing of putting a latte in a cup and not in a glass? On the poster outside, it showed a really nice looking latte in a glass. That's not what you get. It's a milky, weak coffee. I can't say any more. Okay, let's move on to this. This was £2. Oh, actually, let's dig in. Chewy, sweet. It feels a little undercooked, if I'm honest. It's a plain, sweet biscuit, slightly undercooked, a bit chewy, with icing on top. I don't really think they've redeemed themselves. I'm still feeling disappointed. I'm still in need of a decent coffee and a decent something to eat. So I'll think on this and give you my thoughts later. A yay, nay or maybe. Let's try the coffee again. It's not really doing it. Not really doing it. I'm left feeling quite disappointed, if I'm honest with you. Well, I'll find a nice space outside and give you my views, my opinion on this, all of the food, and now the coffee and the biscuit. I guess at least it was a seasonal biscuit. Found a nice little spot to give you my findings. I'm going to start off with the breakfast wrap at £6.95. There was a problem with me trying to find the calories for you on this. All I could find is 226 calories per 100 grams, and I have no idea what the weight of the wrap is. So there is that. So I can't do any more than that. Sorry about that. So £6.95, all-day breakfast wrap. I'm going to give it a nay. It's, sorry, Marks and Spencer's, you've really missed the mark there. The only good thing about it was the little sausages, and you know, they were nice, they weren't amazing. There was a weird kind of twang to it. I'm guessing it was the baked beans. It left a weird kind of taste in my mouth. Very disappointing, not a lot of bacon in it. It was a bit fatty. The egg, it was an egg omelette that was in there. Could have done with a bit of seasoning, perhaps, make it a bit better, elevate it, but nay, not going to get that again. Now, the spicy turmeric latte, that was £3.40 and it was 85 calories. Was an interesting drink. Haven't had one of those drinks before. It was basically warm milk with some turmeric in. Although I stirred it a couple of times, I didn't get any spiciness, but when I finished it, there was a little bit of spicy redness in the bottom. So it didn't stir in very well, obviously. It was only a small amount, didn't taste it. I'm going to give it a maybe. On a cold day, I might try it again because, you know, we're at the end of October and we've got sunshine. It's not particularly cold at the moment. So I'm going to give that a maybe. Maybe. This is best I can say. Now, I had forgotten until I was leaving about their smooth house blend coffee. So I thought, okay, I'm going to see if they can redeem themselves and I will try a nice coffee. I thought the only seasonal thing I found was the biscuit. So I thought I'll try the biscuit anyway. So we'll start off with the latte, £3.60 and 139 calories. I just don't know how you've gone wrong. It didn't even taste of coffee. Very faint taste of coffee, that was it. I will say, there was a lady walking past and she looked over at me and she said, is everything all right? I think because I looked so sad with the coffee. And I said, well, it's just like milk. I can't taste any coffee. She went away. She came back with a shot of coffee, an espresso shot. So I did put that in, stir it round and try it. And yes, I could taste the coffee. It was stronger, but it was bitter. It was quite acidic. So it's left a bitter taste in your mouth. So it wasn't very good, even with the extra shot. So I'm actually going to say, that's an A from me. I'm not getting that coffee again. I think it was a waste. I only drank half of it and it was wasted. And then we move on to the biscuit, which was £2. Not sure what the calories were on that. I think it was around about 300. So what I will say is 25 pence of that £2 goes to Macmillan, which is a nice thing to do, you know, so it encourages you to buy. But the biscuit, no, it tasted undercooked. It was soft and chewy, but not in a good soft and chewy way. And it was overwhelmed just with sweetness of the icing and the sugar that's in the biscuit. So I'm going to say nay for that one as well. Marks and Spencer's, what are you doing? It's very disappointing, a very disappointing visit. They've got problems in the kitchen, they've got problems with their coffee machine, and it just makes me think, are they not doing regular maintenance on all their equipment? Because if they were, maybe this wouldn't happen. So no hot food in there today, not a great choice in sandwiches, empty shelves, coffee not good. Or, you know, needed a bit of cleaning that wasn't being done. There were empty tables, but they needed cleaning. So I'm disappointed. You know, you pull your socks up, Marks and Spencer's, and let's make this better. You know, so maybe I'll come back, give you a few months or maybe a couple of years to get your act together, and we'll see if it's any better. So that was Marks and Spencer's. I will just say I did pop and do a spot of shopping, which was my reason for going in. So that was a winner, even if the cafe really let me down, because I won't be going back to that cafe again. So if you'd like to leave a comment on this video or your experience in Marks and Spencer's, or even a suggestion of where to try for a bite to eat next time, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like so you can see some more of the same. So bye-bye from me, Tala, of Tala Bites, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da!